We are live. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Yo, 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 yo. My guy LMT Notes already in the building. God damn. Shout out to my guy Notes. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Notes, let me know if you can hear me, baby. Alright, cool. Shit, I'm just getting home, man. Just getting home. Went to work. Yeah, man. Went to go see my son. Chill with him for a couple hours. I went to go get some McDonald's. You know what I mean? But we here. We definitely here. Boxing news been a little slow lately, you know what I'm saying? Me and my son are great. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Me and my son are doing well. My son just got his shots. So he a little fussy, but we all good. Jair, what's going on, baby? You said, what's up with the zone fighter tested positive? We gonna get into that. We definitely, specifically Eddie Hearn fighters. Let's not include the whole DAZN network. Let's talk about Eddie Hearn fighters. You know what I mean? We're gonna chop it up though for sure. We definitely gonna get to talking. There ain't no doubt. But before I get into that, man, like I always start my videos, man, shout out to Mazuma Nation. We in here, baby. Shout out to Mazuma Mob. We in the building as always. I appreciate you guys checking in. I got 3 people in here right now. Let's see where it goes. Because like I said, the boxing world, man, you know what I mean? Ever since the Crawford Spence fight, has been a little quiet. There was a little bit of talk with Joshua Wilder, but a lot of people not really speaking too much on that. They still high on the Crawford and Spence fight, you know what I'm saying? Which is understandable because that was the most meaningful fight in boxing and it happened. I'm fucking these Johns up. But been a little quiet, but today we're definitely picking up a little bit. Jermell and Canelo been keeping it cool. Yeah, bro, the Alycia news shocked me too. I watched her come up. You know what I'm saying? She did a few fights in Philadelphia. I got a picture with her back when I was like 20 years old. It was like about like maybe it was young. Maybe I was a little bit older, probably like 22. She used to fight in Philly on the regular. But that shocked me too, man. It shocked me too. But I'm not gonna shit on her because we gotta let shit play out a little bit. Just a little bit. This is all news to us, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that. So Jermell and Canelo been keeping it cool. Mazuma Ma, what's going on, baby? They've been keeping it cool. They ain't really been talking to each other too much. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it professional. And I kind of expected Jermell to keep it professional with him. I just wanted him to talk shit. She bad as fuck still. She innocent. Bro, her looks don't got nothing to do with it, bro. She guilty. She guilty. You know what I mean? I can't have it one way and then the other, but like I said, I'm not going to judge her right now. I'm going to wait for more information to come out before, you know what I mean, I come out with my opinion. These Eddie Hearn fighters stay testing positive. We going to talk. But let me get into Jermell and Crawford first. For the most part, they've been keeping it cool, professional. in my opinion, Jermell kind of seeming like he's starstruck right now. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shit. My back. Yo. Screen is great. We can't hear neither. What the fuck? That's what happens when you buy them. That's what happens when you buy them bullshit 5 and below charges, bro. Anyway. Let me shut back up, man. My apologies, as always. If this shit shut down again, bro, I don't know. Let me see what I can do. Yo, what up? What up? And make sure everything is everything. That was a rough start, man. But all right, let me get straight into it because we 12 minutes in and I haven't said shit yet. I'm going live. Yeah, I said I was gonna go live. Yesterday I wasn't able to. I didn't put out no videos yesterday. So I apologize for that. But what I was saying was Jermell, Canelo, they've been keeping it cool lately, you know what I mean? Jermell been keeping it real respectful, you know what I mean? You could tell he got a lot of admiration for Canelo. You could tell. And I think that he's just amazed that he's in this moment right now. That's what it seemed like to me. He said, I was going to say he a little starstruck too, Mark. But we got to take into consideration that this is the biggest paycheck of his career. He don't want to show that side of him. That's possible. Maybe he be like, man, let me just keep it cool so I don't fuck this money up. It's probably how he looking at it. That may be true. You never know. Because Canelo would be the type dude to pull the plug if he feels disrespected. He do get emotional like that. Rondo Warrell. Do you think Crawford's rabbit punches made Spence lose the fight? I heard Jermell mention that, but I didn't really see that in the fight. You know what I mean? And if he did it, I'm sure it was unintentional, man. Like, I don't know if Crawford ever really got a history of hitting people behind the head or anything like that, or even fighting dirty. So if it was some rabbit punching involved in that fight, that's something that I didn't notice. Usually I notice shit like that. But if he did, I'm sure it was unintentional, and maybe that's just Jermell just, you know what I mean, not trying to give Crawford his credit. You know what I mean? But that's a good point, Notes, for sure. He might be looking at it like it's his first big paycheck. Well, Jermell been getting millions, but this is like his first. Most likely this is his biggest check he ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he looking at it like, I don't want to fuck this money up. Let me just keep it cool and be grateful. Let me just, you know what I mean? Keep it respectful. Yeah, just from like his media and the Breakfast Club interview, he just been keeping it cool. Even like he usually an emotional and he known for his outbursts and shit like that. Charlo was like, I'm picking Canelo, and he kept it cool. He was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But usually he would snap. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like he's just in a whole different state of mind right now. And that could be a good thing. That could be a bad thing. We won't know until they fight. But what I wanted to get into specifically was Canelo's interview on the Breakfast Club. Now, he was real transparent in the interview, man. I liked that. I wish it had went a little bit longer. It's interesting to get Canelo's perspective on things because he doesn't really talk too much. And when he does talk, he doesn't really get into detail about things all like that. One of the best interviews I've seen from him was when he was interviewed by this white dude named Graham Bessinger. And he be having like all the top flight like celebrities on there and shit like that. And that was a pretty solid interview. But this one right here was definitely one of Canelo's best interviews because he really got into like detail about his situation with De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia and stuff like that. And he said that him and Ryan definitely got some issues, but it's issues that can be resolved. You know what I mean? Which that's good to hear, man. I hope they do figure things out because Brian could definitely use somebody like Canelo to give him like certain pointers and just being an experienced dude. You know what I mean? That'd be a good person to have on your side in the boxing world. You know what I mean? He could probably help you avoid a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Since you're a young kid coming up in your career. Yeah, but if you peep notes, like Canelo got a habit of not wanting to talk about what's next. He always likes to keep shit current. He likes to talk about what's going on with his opponent, and all the time they'll be like, "Oh, so if after you beat this guy, what's next?" He'll be like, "Oh, I don't know. We got to see." Like he doesn't really like to get into details about his next move. Even if he got something played out in his head, he's not gonna announce it until it's in front of him. You know what I mean? He got a habit of doing that. So that doesn't necessarily mean that Jermell is not on the hit list because Eddie Reynoso said it. Eddie Reynoso said it. So if he said that, that's letting you know that that's what their intentions is because, you know, they talk about that shit off camera. So that's definitely what they plan to do. You know what I mean? So he just laid out the blueprint for you. He's telling you right there. He like, yo. Like Eddie Reynoso came out and said, yo, we going to fight. When they was going for that, when they was on that undisputed streak, they were like, "Yo, we gonna go after everybody who got a belt." You best believe they went through everybody who had a belt. Though we fighting Caleb Plant last for undisputed, they fought Caleb Plant for undisputed. You know what I mean? He definitely could give Ryan pointers. That's fucking hilarious. I'm just saying, bro. Like I'm not a big Canelo fan. I'm not a Canelo fan at all, actually. You know what I mean? But that man done been through it, bro. Canelo's been at the top of the boxing world for years now. You know what I mean? So, like I said, Brian being an up-and-coming kid who's still somewhat inexperienced, he had one big fight. He could benefit from having somebody like Canelo in his ear. You know what I mean? That's personally what I think. Even though I don't really fuck with Canelo at all. But with Canelo's interview on the Breakfast Club, he got into Oscar De La Hoya, and he said that he made it clear, like, yo, Oscar got, and this is shit that we already know. This is shit we already know. But he said, like, Oscar got real issues, bro. He said he wasn't loyal, and that he said that he didn't like how the way he would treat his fighters. You know what I'm saying? He said it in Spanish, but I could translate because I know enough Spanish to understand what he was saying. He was pretty much saying when it comes to paying fighters, you just give them a little bit. You just give them a little bit to maintain, to give them enough to eat, but to stay hungry. You know what I'm saying? So what he was pretty much telling Canelo at one particular time is that he keep these motherfuckers broke so they can continue fighting. It's similar to Dana White's blueprint. You know what I mean? Like Dana White, they always complain about Dana White don't pay his guys. He cuts out their sponsorships, their endorsements, all that. But what Dana's doing, he's giving them enough for them to eat, but still be hungry coming for more. You know what I mean? Like, it's a solid check. You know what I mean? He could give me a nice little house, but then I'm going to have to eventually fight again because it's not enough for me to sit back and chill. You know what I'm saying? It's the Dana White blueprint. You know, but Oscar he was exposed to Oscar De La Hoya and just saying all these things about him. And you could tell Canelo still has some type of resentment towards De La Hoya from the fight he had with Floyd. If y'all didn't know, when Canelo fought Floyd, De La Hoya checked into a rehab. So Canelo's biggest fight of his career, his promoter, who's supposed to be like one of his idols, wasn't there to support him in his biggest moment. You know what I mean? So that was, you could tell that that bothered him, and that was the start of the decline in their relationship, for sure. And then he also said that he would tell a fighter to not sign with Golden Boy. You know what I mean? They asked him, yo, if you had a young fighter in front of you, and they said they wanted to sign with Golden Boy, would you advise them or advise them not to? He said, no, don't sign with Golden Boy. You know what I mean? And he was saying how like he didn't like how Oscar De La Hoya abandoned Ryan Garcia at the press conference. He abandoned Ryan Garcia at the press conference. He said if that would have been me, he said man, he literally said he's like, man, fuck everybody. I'd have went and go support my friend. You know what I'm saying? And the people who was making threats would have showed up, then we would have just figured it out. And that's exactly how you're supposed to take this approach. You can tell, say whatever you want about Canelo, he really understands loyalty. You know what I'm saying? That's something that Oscar, and that's another thing that he made clear too. He said Oscar not loyal. He's just all about his business. You know what I mean? So I thought that was interesting. You know what I mean? That was definitely interesting. And it just solidifies what everybody thinks about De La Hoya. You know what I mean? So at this particular time, why would you sign with Golden Boy Promotions? Do you understand that Golden Boy had all the biggest fighters in the world at one particular time? When they were teamed up with Al Heyman and Richard Schaefer, and Mayweather was running through Victor Ortiz and all them dudes, Oscar De La Hoya had everybody, bro. He had Danny Garcia, he had Amir Khan, he had the Charlo brothers, he had Deontay Wilder, bro. He done had everybody under the sun, bro. But because he wasn't paying attention to his business, and he was resorting to fishnets and drug abuse and all that, Al Heyman was able to finesse this man to take all his fighters from him and just leave him in the dirt with. And the only good person he had left was Canelo. And the only reason why Canelo did not leave is because he's still loyal to Oscar. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. Look, I'm not disputing nothing you talking about. You know what I'm saying? He been at the top because he been ducking top guys. Bro, I'm not disputing any of that. I don't know if you trying to make it seem like I'm defending Canelo. I'm not defending Canelo at all, but I'm not going to ignore this man's popularity. You know what I'm saying? He's been at the top. You know what I mean? He's been on top for a long time. Despite even his loss against Bivol, he still remains relevant as one of the top guys. Is he on my pound for pound list? No. Do I look at him as the best fighter in the world? No. But there's a lot of people who think he is. So, you know what I mean? I'm not defending the man at all. I'm just keeping it factual. I'm removing my feelings from the situation, although I don't like him, and just keeping it realistic. Like I said, there's a lot of fighters in this world that I don't really like, that I'm not fans of, that I don't care to watch box. But they are skilled. They make statements, so I got to give them their credit. You know what I'm saying? He said he kept it open on the Breakfast Club. Yeah, he definitely did. He didn't bite his tongue about anything. You know what I'm saying? He praised Al Heyman too, which was interesting to me. You know what I mean? De La Hoya, great fighter, but promoter, he a clown. So, bro, I think that his reputation as a promoter is so tainted that people really disrespect him as a fighter too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even care that he was the great fighter that he was. Like, De La Hoya was different, bro. That man was a 6 weight class world champion and beat solid guys, bro. Like, De La Hoya could fight his ass off, bro. He only lost, bro, and he fought everybody. He fought everybody, bro. He fought everybody. He even retired. His last fight where he retired was against a prime Manny Pacquiao that was knocking everything out. And he didn't even knock De La Hoya out. They stopped it in the corner. You know what I mean? Oscar was the man, bro. He was definitely the man. But as promoter, he's terrible, bro. He's terrible. Bud should fight Boots, Jermell. Bro, Bud has made it clear that Boots is not somebody that he even wants to consider right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's not something he said, like, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? He made it clear that that's not on his agenda. He made it clear that he wants to fight Jermell Charlo. Is he going to fight Jermell next? I doubt it. And honestly, and I've been saying this for the past couple videos, he will probably fight Tim Tszyu for the WBO title. Because if he moves up to 154, he'll automatically be the mandatory for that WBO strap. So he might end up fighting Tim Tszyu, getting his feet wet at 154. And whatever happens with Jermell, he's going to come back down to 54 like he said, and they'll end up meeting up for undisputed. And either way, they'll make history. You know what I mean? Because if Jermell wins, 2-time undisputed champion at 154 pounds. If Bud wins, 3-time undisputed champion in 3 different weight classes and a 4-division world champion total. So it's history. Like that's the next big fight in boxing. Boots would give Crawford real problems. Boots has a lot of qualities about himself that I wouldn't guarantee him beating Crawford, but will give Crawford one of his toughest fights, in my opinion. Mazuma, I know you from Philly, not to disrespect your homie Boots, but Bud will put him in a highlight reel. Bro, that's possible. Bro, bro, I grew up in boxing, right? I done seen motherfuckers come and go. I was told by a coach that been in the game for over 40 years to never get attached to a fighter and to never get too invested into, you know what I mean? Like a fighter, especially if you don't know them. You know what I mean? And when people say shit like that, bro, that shit don't affect me at all. But like, it's possible. These elite dudes, Bud is the best fighter in the world right now. Is he capable of taking Jermell Ennis and knocking him out? Sure. But we gotta understand that Boots is a special talent. He's a dangerous fighter. And the opposite could also be true. Boots may be capable of knocking out Bud. You know what I'm saying? We won't know until they fight each other. Just like a lot of people thought Earl was going to stop Crawford. You know what I mean? And there was people who said Crawford was going to body Spence. One side was right. The other side was wrong. But guess what? If they would have never fought, nobody would have known. So that's just be my approach on the shit. Prime De La Hoya clears out current lightweight and maybe welterweight division. Oh, man. Current lightweights? Yeah, bro, because De La Hoya was a great outboxer. He was tall, rangy, nasty left hook. Because he was left-handed. He fought from the orthodox stance, though. But he definitely would have got some work. But maybe he would have came out on top. But Shakur, man. Tank. Like, these dudes. There's some special talent at 135 pounds, bro. But that's possible because Oscar was a special fighter, for sure. But I feel like there's special talent in this division right now. I just feel like this era of boxing right now is just filled with special fighters. The problem is they're not fighting each other, though. But that'll happen in due time, you know what I mean? But welterweight, I don't know if De La Hoya would have a good time with Bud, man. I don't know. I think he would really struggle with Bud. I think Bud should give Boots a shot. Every Hall of Famer gives a young lion a shot, just like Southpaw mentioned. Yeah, Floyd did with Canelo. Sugar Ray Leonard did with Hector Camacho. De La Hoya did with Manny Pacquiao because he was young on the come up. Now, he was already a champion. I wouldn't say he was a young, hungry lion, but man, he was. Fuck that, he was. That's true. Muhammad Ali gave Larry Holmes a shot. Ken Norton. That's true. That's true. Not all of them. Don't get it fucked up. Not all of them, but some notable names definitely gave some young, hungry lions a chance. Ain't nobody want to see a Tim Tszyu fight, but if he got the WBO belt and Jermell Charlo occupied, then why can't Bud fight him? That's a reasonable fight. That puts Bud in perfect position for an undisputed title shot against Jermell. That gives Bud the perfect opportunity to slide right into the undisputed fight. So Tim Tszyu may be an important puzzle piece to the road to undisputed at 154 because they're stripping Jermell as soon as he fights Canelo. As soon as that bell ring, they handed that WBO title, they stripping Jermell and giving it to Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu is going to be elevated to full champion. So now what? If Bud move up to 154, him being being the current WBO champion at 147, he's going to automatically be the mandatory, just like how he was the WBO champion at 140. He moved up to 47 and became Jeff Horn's mandatory for the 147 WBO title. You know what I mean? So he's just going to continue doing it. Him and Tim Tszyu fight. He's going to wash Tim Tszyu, possibly stop him, and then he'll be lined up with Jermell to go for undisputed. So you might not want to see a Tim Tszyu fight, but he is a factor on this road to undisputed. Somebody going to have to see him. I wouldn't mind a Tim Tszyu fight just to be to have Bud warmed up. Yeah, for sure. At 54. Boots versus Spence first. Spence at 54, bro. And he gonna I don't even know, we don't even know the status of Spence right now. If he gonna rematch Crawford, we don't know exactly what he's gonna do. But that time ticking on that rematch clause, I'll tell you that. Then Boots Crawford, that's a great fight. Tank with Chinna Prime De La Hoya. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. I think you should do your research on De La Hoya, my brother. I think you should do your research on De La Hoya. I don't know a Tank with Chinna Prime De La Hoya. He robbed Pernell. I thought Pernell beat De La Hoya too. I thought Pernell beat De La Hoya. My favorite Tank fight was Jose Pedraza. That's my favorite fight from Tank. He had all the odds stacked against him. They were talking about he was bit off more than when he could chew. It was similar to when Floyd fought Gennaro Hernandez. Floyd got a world title shot his first year in boxing, right? He went up against Gennaro Hernandez. Gennaro Hernandez was the man at the time. Floyd said he had posters of Gennaro Hernandez on his wall. So that lets you know exactly how good Gennaro was, because Floyd was on the come up and looked up to him. You know what I mean? And a lot of people thought that Floyd was going to lose. They thought he was biting off more than he could chew. He could have handled that kind of fight. And he stopped Gennaro. Like, he fought. He passed with flying colors. You know what I mean? And Gervonta did the same. Like, there was people that saying, oh, Gervonta is too inexperienced. He's not ready for the world title level yet. He can't beat Jose Pedraza. Jose Pedraza is too experienced and blah, blah, blah. And it was a competitive fight. You watch that fight, it was going back and forth. Pedraza didn't go out without him being forced to. You know what I mean? Tank beat the fight out of that man. And he really showed the people that he is who he thought he was. You know what I'm saying? He proved everybody wrong. That's why he got up on that top rope. And he just let his emotions go because he was highly doubted in this fight. Even at one particular time, Gervonta said that he believed that Mayweather Promotions was setting him up to lose against Jose Pedraza. You know what I mean? So I thought that was my favorite performance from him. De La Hoya had a good chin, though. He only got KO'd by Hopkins. He should have never been at that weight. Yeah, Hopkins beat up. Hopkins was on a demolition job beating up welterweights, man. He got my favorite fight, man. He fucked Tito Trinidad up, man. That's my favorite fighter all the time. He went in there. And I ran into B-Hop a couple times. And the one time I seen him at Joe Haynes, the old Joe Haynes that was down Spring Guard, I was like, yeah, why you do that to my fighter, Tito? And he said that was one of his toughest fights, man. He said that although he made it look easy, he said Tito was one of his toughest fights. And he said that he know that his defense had to be super sharp against Tito because of how hard he was punching. He said he had to keep his right hand up real nice and tight because he knew that left hook was coming. And he said that after the fight, when he took his hand out his gloves, they removed the wraps and everything, he said he had welts all over the back of his hand from the punches that he was blocking against Tito. He said Tito was hitting his hand so hard when he took his wraps off of his gloves, he had welts all over the back of his hand. So that lets you know how hard Tito was punching. Facts, Mark. I watch that Pedraza fight all the time. Amazing performance, especially when he got on the ropes and just unleashed beating on his chest on the crowd. Yeah, he definitely was pissed. And he was pretty much like, I told y'all, Berlanga versus Munguia, I got Munguia beating the shit out of Berlanga. I don't think Berlanga ready for that. Thoughts on Usyk versus Dubois? I think Usyk outsmarts. Dubois strong, great power. But it's like I just think Usyk is on a whole nother level in the skill set spectrum. And I just think that he's gonna outbox him. I think Dubois is gonna get hit with a lot of he's gonna get hit with a lot of clean shots. And Dubois done showed you, especially against Joe Joyce, that if you press him enough, that his heart check engine light gonna come on. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely got some quit in him. Usyk, I think he's top. Him and Tyson Fury are the best heavyweights in the world right now. And I just think that Usyk's on a different level in the skill set department. I think that he'll show it. I think that he'll box circles around Dubois. That's what I think. Why do Tank haters say Tank ducked Tevin Farmer at 130 and ducked Loma at 130? Well, that's a good question. And I don't think that had anything to do with Tank. I think that had everything to do with Mayweather Promotions. You got to understand, Mayweather Promotions, when they feel like they have a special fighter in their hands and a potential to be a pay-per-view star, they follow a certain blueprint, man. And if they feel like anybody is in the way of destroying that blueprint, they're not going to pursue that fight. So Loma had been calling out Gervonta for years, and Gervonta never really said anything. When they had asked Floyd about it, it was like, oh, well, you know what I mean? Loma's old, so he needs these big fights right now. But we young, we going to take our time. We don't need that fight, whatever. With Tevin Farmer, I believe there was a situation where they was talking about they had made offers or whatever, but that fight just never came to reality. And I'm not sure, because I think even though Tevin Farmer for Philly is no disrespect, I think Tank would have demolished Tevin Farmer. That's what I think. And Loma definitely would have been a bigger threat. So I can understand why they didn't pursue that fight in that moment. But, yeah, man, I just think that Mayweather Promotions has a certain blueprint that they follow. And if anybody tries to disturb that blueprint, they'll just go around them. You know what I mean? So that's what I think happened. I think it had nothing to do with Tank. I think he'll fight anybody they put in front of him. But, you know what I mean? The promoters are the ones who invest in these fighters and in control of their matchmaking. It is what it is, bro. That's just what comes with the game. He went on the roast and did the same against Leo. Yeah, because that was probably the best knockout of his entire career. I don't think that knockout will ever be topped in his career. That knockout was just sensational. So if you knock somebody out cold like that, if you on streets, ring, whatever, if you knock somebody out like that, how you gonna react? Shit. Malik. Shout out to Malik. He said Tito Trinidad was the truth, man. Last fantasy fight, who you got, him or Hearns? Tito and Hearns, I just think that I think Hearns is a little too much, and I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can. You know what I mean? Like, my bias want me to say Tito, but just looking at Tommy Hearns, his explosiveness, his jab, how fast he was, and how devastating his right hand was, I don't think Tito would have been able to make the defensive adjustments or be able to neutralize or take away Tommy Hearns' right hand. So, in all honesty, I think Tommy Hearns would have had the up. I think he would have had the up on Tito in that fight. But I think Tito is I think he's the greatest. Him and Henry Armstrong are the greatest welterweights of all time. That's just my opinion. In terms of title defenses, you know what I mean? All that. Title reign, all that. Yeah, I had heard that too. I remember that. Tevin Farmer actually turned down $2 million to fight Tank. I think I remember that. And I think Tevin was trying to get him to come on the zone or some shit like that, but I don't know exactly what happened. Calvin Ford said they never turned out a contract that came across their desk. See, that's what I'm saying. So Mayweather Promotions, they're the one who's guiding his career. And if they feel like anybody could disturb that guidance, they're going to go around them. So the fights they present into their desk is the fights that they genuinely want to see Gervonta in, and they feel is a winnable fight. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to bring a fighter's name to the desk that they feel like could beat Tank or could fuck up their money. You know what I'm saying? They want to put him in the best situation possible so he can continue winning, continue building up his stock in the game. That's just how that shit go. Especially that's definitely, like Mayweather says, there's the blueprint and then there's the green print. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to follow the green print with Tank. And it's paying off because he's one of the biggest draws in boxing right now. Hell yeah, I watched that knockout live, bro. I thought Leo died. To keep it a buck with you, I thought he wasn't gonna wake up. that shit was serious, bro. Like he looked like he went into like a coma. Like he felt lifeless on that canvas. That was a scary. That wasn't just a brute. That was a scary knockout. You know what I mean? You think Andre runs Andre over? Not at all. I think that's gonna be Benavidez's toughest fight to date. I spoke on this on my last live with my guy Josh. Demetrius Andre's hand speed, his explosiveness, his combination punching. He could be awkward whenever he needs to. He could give you legs. He varies his punches really well. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna be. I mean, and he's a southpaw. You know what I mean? So with that being said, it's like I think that he's gonna pose a lot of problems for Benavidez. Demetrius Andrade is a 2 weight class world champion, looking to be 3. And he's been on top, and he definitely don't got the best resume. But I think that's honestly the only thing that's keeping him away from being a pound for pound fighter was that he's been in some unfortunate business situation and just been a victim to politics where he wasn't able to get them big fights. For example, Billy Joe Saunders, he was lined up to fight him, and Billy Joe Saunders tested positive for a performance enhancement drug. You know what I mean? So these things just happen. But to answer your question, no, I think he has a tough fight with Andre. He's very well capable of beating Andre, but I think it's a tough fight. Thoughts on Jermell Moulton getting a title shot? I think that's just Floyd gassing him up. I don't think Floyd will actually put him in a situation where he'll fight Lee Wood right away. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're trying to beat Wilfred Benitez's record of youngest world champion ever. Wilfred Benitez was 17, Jermell is 17. Maybe that's something that they're looking to do. But in all honesty, if Jermell turns pro anytime soon, I doubt it'll be for a world title. Yeah, man. Your favorite fighter was Jermaine Taylor? That's dope, bro. A lot of people completely forgot about Jermaine Taylor. He was the truth. Who was your favorite fighter when you first started watching boxing? No, my favorite fighter, I said it. My favorite fighter of all time was Felix Tito Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? I love that man's style, bro. I adopted a lot of things in my style watching Tito. Slept on accuracy. His timing was A1. He didn't have the best balance, especially earlier in the rounds, but he'll get up. And finish strong and most likely stop you. His defense was pretty good. He was fundamentally sound. Like with Tito Trinidad, a lot of people only talk about his left hook, but when you really watch the man, he had a strong right hand as well. I've seen him knock people out cold with the right hand, just like he did with the left hook. He wasn't great at one aspect. Like he wasn't the fastest dude. And my dad says this all the time. He wasn't the fastest dude. He didn't have the best jab. He didn't have the fastest feet. You know what I mean? He wasn't the smartest fighter. He didn't have the slickest defense. But every aspect of his game was good. He didn't do not one thing great, but he did everything good. You know what I mean? So he was a well-rounded dude. And for the resume that he has and for the people he's beat, you can't beat them just being a one-dimensional fighter. Like this man beat a prime Fernando Vargas. It was disputed, but he beat Oscar De La Hoya. He beat Pernell Whitaker. He beat William Jobby after he beat Roberto Duran. He beat David Reed, who's a gold medalist for Philadelphia. Like the list goes on and on. I'm sure I'm missing more guys. Mamadou Theon, Hector Camacho. Bro, the list goes on, bro. Like, and Tito got one of the best resumes I've ever seen. I'm sure I'm missing fighters off the top of my head right now. Woo! He said, I feel Andre will edge a close decision against David. God damn. That's a bold-ass prediction right there. Tank was 22 when he fought for the IBF. Yeah, that's why they were saying he was too young, inexperienced, he was too green, that he was biting off more than he could chew. Gervonta was highly doubted in that fight against Pedraza, bro. All you got to do is look back on these articles. All you got to do is type in Gervonta Davis, Jose Pedraza, and you just read these articles, bro. A lot of people is doubting this man. I remember it clear as day. Because I've been on YouTube since like 2015, bro. When I was like 17 years old, I used to make videos. Like if you click like the algorithm of like my channel, and you put like oldest videos. I got videos from like 7, 8 years ago, because I always was interested in being a YouTuber, but I just never had the time to. You know what I mean? I'm just starting to step on the gas right now. Subriel Matias called out Devin Haney. Yeah, I saw that. He was calling him a chicken. He said he ain't got no heart. But I just feel like Subriel Matias right now, bro, he's really ignored right now. Like, when you talking about 140, he's like one of the last people to be brought up. And I just think it's funny that I just feel like a lot of these guys who claim that they top guys, I feel like they're just trying to find a way to avoid this man because they understand that he's a threat. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. Last fantasy fight, Cotto or Trinidad, Battle of the Boricuas. That's a good fight, man. But in all honesty, I think Cotto was too small for Trinidad. Like, for instance, right? We know Margarito was a cheater, right? But Trinidad and Margarito were real similar with their search and destroy kind of style, right? They said he won the first fight against Cotto because of the hand wraps or whatever. But if you watch the second fight with Cotto and Margarito, there wasn't really that much of a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really wasn't that much of a difference. The only thing that ended up happening was that Margarito broke his eye socket. The initial injury came from Manny Pacquiao, and Cotto re-broke it, right? But when you watch that fight, Cotto had a lot of trouble with Margarito's pressure. You know what I mean? Cotto does not like fighting on the back foot. And I feel like against Tito Trinidad, he'll be on the back foot. You know what I'm saying? I think Tito was too big, too strong. He was 5'11", almost a 6-foot welterweight, so he'd have been punching down. And when you punch it down, the shots are a lot more harder. You know what I'm saying? I can see Cotto dropping Tito Trinidad because he got dropped a lot in his career, just being off balance and not having his feet under him. But I think once Tito starts picking up the pace and putting the pressure, and the fact that Cotto's face busts up real bad off of, like, you know what I mean? Like, rough fights, his face will swell up real good. I just feel like he'll bound to be stopped by Tito Trinidad. You know what I mean? I can see it. And then his defense is Cotto will also fight like this. He'll have his elbows out, and I just think that Cotto will be ripped with uppercuts, left hooks. You know what I mean? I just feel like the whole I think the offense would definitely take a toll. The offense from Trinidad's end would take a toll on Cotto. I can see Cotto getting stopped. But this ain't no disrespect to Cotto. Like, Cotto's a great fighter, but you really gotta take things into consideration, like size and shit like that. And you see that he struggled with Margarito's style. I think Tito provides that same pressure that Margarito puts on, but more intelligent and, in all honesty, a harder puncher. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion. I like Andre. He gets too much hate from Canelo fans, and he was ducked. That's a fact. But I think Canelo fans give him hate because they low-key understand that he's a threat and could possibly beat their favorite fighter. You know what I mean? So that's all that really is. It's fear at the end of the day. I remember that time. I never seen Pedraza fight, but I was scared for Tank just because of what everybody was saying. Yeah. I see Pedraza fight. I knew it was gonna be a tough fight, and it was a tough competitive fight. But Tank just showed his levels in that joint. You know what I'm saying? This cat acting the fuck up. I don't know what the fuck going on. This nigga spazzing out. I remember Shakur. What? He said, I remember Shakur. He was in Tank camp for Pedraza fight, and he talked crazy about him because you gotta understand, bro. Like, y'all can start off as sparring partners, but you know what I mean? Y'all can end up being competitors one day. Like, it reminded me of the J. Rock Williams story. Bradman was trying to get some sparring partners for him, and one of the sparring partners they was gonna bring in for him was Jason Rosario. And J. Rock was like, nah, I don't want to bring him in the camp because I might have to fight him one day. And best believe, as soon as he became unified champion, his first fight back in his home city was against Jason Rosario, and he got beat. Larry Holmes was Muhammad Ali's sparring partner, and they ended up fighting. You know what I mean? So these things happen, bro. I don't think Shakur talked down on him out of disrespect or disliking the man. I think it's just all it's all competitive talk at the end of the day. I don't think it's personal at all. Cotto fought a lot of cheaters. I know what you're talking about, but I ain't gonna get into that. I know what you're talking about, though. I know exactly what you're talking about, Obama. Facts. Only I honestly think it's more business than personal, though. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think it's more business. It's definitely not personal. I think, in all honesty, Shakur fuck with Tank. It's just that he in his way. You know what I mean? And he want to prove he the best. And for you to prove that you're the best, you gotta beat fighters like Tank, because Tank one of the top guys in the world, not just in his division, in the world. Tank had more dog that night. He was willing for anything that night. Yeah. He took it. He took it just. He was just take every time Pedraza went up, Tank went up like 3 above him. Like he was just steps ahead of him the entire time. It was competitive, but it was clear that Tank the momentum was on his side and he was controlling it. You know what I mean? This good talk right here, man. It completely threw me off. I didn't even get to talk about Alycia Baumgardner yet. I didn't even get to talk about Alycia. Let's talk about Alycia, man. Now, when I first saw the reports, I seen that ad came from like a page that didn't really. Let me see. Let me turn this shit on. When I first heard the news, I had gotten a text from one of my fighters. It was like, yo, bro, I hope it's not true, but you know what I'm saying? They saying Alycia Baumgardner test positive. And I was like, what? I was like, ain't no way. So at the time I had been looking it up. It was early in the morning. I was at work. And I seen it like on like, it looked like a troll account. So I was like, man, that shit not real. And then a few hours later, he wrote, enjoying these lives a lot these days. I appreciate that, Jordan. Thank you. Thank you, man. Stay locked in, bro. We gonna keep this consistent. We gonna keep the ball rolling. But what I was gonna say was, then it started like a few hours later. Now I'm seeing posts from Dan Rayfield. Then I'm seeing posts from Michael Benson, and these is guys who are one of the top boxing writers, one of the most acknowledged boxing writers. You know what I mean? So when they get to that point, I was like, oh shit, this is coming from a real place. And then what solidified it for me was when Matchroom posted it. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, all right, so this is real. You know what I'm saying? They said there was adverse findings. You know, that's always what they say whenever they cover up the fact that they'll say adverse findings instead of saying, yo, like he tested positive for a banned substance. They'll be like, there's adverse findings. So I'm like, damn. So then, bro, I know the banned substance they call him started with an M. I don't even remember what it was called, but at the time I knew what it was called. I hit my homie up, who's he's in the bodybuilding and all that, and he's real well versed in the steroid performance enhancement drug department. So whenever I see somebody test positive for something, I hit him up and he gives me the whole breakdown. He told me that it was very unusual. He said that it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because this banned substance. Hold on. Before I get in there, he said, you absolutely right, Mazuma. But, bro, when rushing a Tank locker room, he KO Rolly and took a pick. If you stand on something, you got to stand on it, not begging for a pick. You feel me? Hey, bro, I'm not disregarding nothing you saying. You know what I mean? Real talk only. You talking some real shit. If I know I'm possibly fighting him, I'm not going to take a picture neither. But that Shakur, he his own man. He make his own moves at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I used to be a Canelo fan, but I lost the support. I think Jermell is going to beat him, and David Benavidez is going to be the next big thing for Mexico boxing. Hey, you think Jermell going to beat Canelo? That's a good job, bro. There's some bold statements out here. Shout out to George Jr. He said, yeah, it was crazy. All right, let me get back into it. So I'm going back and forth with him. He was like, yeah, man, so it pretty much stops I think it stuns like the growth of estrogen, and in turn it creates testosterone. And when you look at Alycia, she's you know what I'm saying? I got a pic, like I said, I got pictures with Alycia when I was a lot younger. You know what I'm saying? And she always had, like, I seen pictures of her when she was a kid. She was always toned and always had like an athletic build. So it was kind of weird. But then when there was people, I'm not gonna say who, there was people who showed me pictures of like how her jawline seemed to have gotten sharper, how like she's starting to develop more masculine features. Now I'm not gonna jump out the window and just blatantly call her a cheater. You know what I'm saying? I gotta wait for more details to come out. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna jump out the window and make an assumption right now because when this shit was going on with Canelo, they was like, oh, let's just wait for the B sample. When Dillian White test positive, oh, let's just wait for the B sample. Conor Ben, we have to wait and see. He has to be in front of people to let more things come out. So we gonna take the same approach with Alycia. We not gonna just throw her to the wind. We ain't gonna throw her ass in the fire. And then with legit cheaters, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to give the real cheaters the benefit of the doubt, but when y'all get some new information right on the spot, y'all want to judge instead of just figuring shit completely out. Nigga said forgive him. That's funny as shit. After the Alycia situation, now we gotta actually forgive Conor Ben because he did get cleared. All right, but bro, cleared doesn't mean innocent though. I hope you know that. Cleared don't mean innocent. I find it funny that he tested positive for a banned substance when he was moving up 2 weight classes. And what he tested positive for was a substance that builds muscle. Well, creates testosterone and in turn, you know what I mean, builds you up. So I think that was real convenient that he tested positive for a steroid that's supposed to bulk him up. You know what I'm saying? But if they cleared him, they cleared him. But cleared don't mean innocent. You know what I'm saying? Cotto fought 3 cheaters. Is that a record or something? 3. I think I know the third one, but I know the 2. I know the 2 off top you talking about. Yeah, Conor Ben. Niggas talking about. I don't think he ever mentioned it, but they was talking about something about him with eggs. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. But anyway, Alycia always been like a solid chick. You know what I'm saying? But when people start bringing up the facial features, her shit looking sharpened and shit like that, it definitely raised some eyebrows. But the thing that my homie told me while I was talking to him on the phone that he thought was weird was that the substance that she got caught with was like an old steroid that's banned like everywhere. Like he said that steroid had been around for so long that it's like, why would she even consider taking this banned substance if it's like well known to the world as like a John that's banned on every single doping agency's list? You know what I mean? It's not like an undercover PED or like a new performance enhancement drug that's new on the market. Like they said that this substance is extremely old. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, why would she take this old ass substance knowing that it's easy to pick up because of how well known it is? You know what I'm saying? What you saying? What you talking about, man? Mazuma, I know you know Alycia bad. Mark, I know you would mess with you would mess with that. Man, I got a story about Alycia, but I'm gonna keep that to myself. Those who know me know though. Alycia definitely be with the shits. That's all I'm gonna say. The third is the sugar. Oh yeah. That's the third. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I knew that was the third one you was talking about. Yeah, that's funny as shit, Malik. We right here with it. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, man. So the problem, what stood out to him was how old the steroid was, and he said that a lot of these boxers that's cheating nowadays are getting caught with like they call it like designer PEDs. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, that's a good question right here, Jordan Sheriff. Out of all the fighters that had tested positive over the past 5 years, is there any names you feel were fully innocent that everyone thought was guilty? That's hard to say, man. It's hard to defend somebody who test positive for a banned substance because you're not there with them. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not there with them through their training camps. You're not with them every single moment. So you don't know if they go step out somewhere real quick and inject themselves with something, or they drinking something that's not supposed to be taken. You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody who has been caught cheating. Then you trying to make a case for it as to why they're loyal. You know what I'm saying? Like I could catch my homie girl in the club with a nigga giving him a lap dance or some shit, and then I go back and tell him, you know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean? He's trying to make a case for her as to why she's loyal. And I was like, bro, I just seen her doing shit behind your back, and I don't know. It just looked goofy trying to justify it. Like trying to justify somebody who banned, who took a banned substance, like trying to justify a cheater and try to say that they're loyal. How can she test positive if she innocent? Nah, I ain't gonna say all that. That ain't what happened. That ain't what happened. All right, I'm gonna say what happened. I'm gonna say what happened. Fuck it. We was at the 2300 arena, right? That's an arena down in South Philly. This is when Alycia Baumgardner. This was before she signed with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. This is when she first signed with King's Boxing. That's Marshall Crawford and them. They do business with Al Heyman or whatever, right? So, she had came up to the locker room. We had a couple pro fighters on the card. And she was checking it out. And she came past. She had like her little backstage pass around her neck and all that shit. I wish I could put the fucking picture up. I wish I could put the picture up on here. I got it on my fucking fuck. I gotta Excel for how to do this shit. I'm gonna figure that shit out. But anyway, she was backstage and shit, and I was like, oh shit, all right, let me take a picture with this chick, cause I think right around that time was when she was about to fight for a world title, so she wasn't world champion yet. And he is funny as shit. Real talk, be tripping. And I had asked her for a picture, so I took the picture, but I'm not the type dude who gonna overstep their boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Every girl different. Some girls comfortable with shit. Some girls not really fucking with that type of shit. So when I took the picture where there was a little bit of a space in between us. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, what, you scared? She's like, what, you scared? What, you don't want to come near me? And I was like, oh my God. And then like everybody started laughing and shit. So I got closer to her. We took the picture or whatever. You can see me in the picture. She was like, I'm low key like on some embarrassed shit. There's a young kid who not that experienced yet. You know what I'm saying? So then after that, we took the picture. I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. She was like, oh, so what you doing after this? And I was like, what you mean? I wasn't catching on to what she was talking about, bro. She was like, so what you doing after this? I was like, what you mean? She was like after the fights, you doing something? She was like, I'm gonna be downstairs. Let me know if y'all gonna be getting into something. I'll come through. And I was like, oh shit. And the whole time my man's like, yo, tell her we going out. Tell her we going out. Man, I was a straight bitch, bro. I ain't tell her a motherfucking thing, bro. Oh my God, I fucked that up bad, man. Man, I fucked that shit up bad. Fuck that shit up bad. I hate even telling that story, but man, I was scared to look that bitch way, man. I was intimidated like a motherfucker. Man, I could have busted a move and really possibly made something happen, but nah, we ain't get down. Nah, we ain't get down. Yo, bro, that's why I ain't even want to bring that shit up, bro. That's exactly why I ain't want to bring that shit up. Cause I know motherfuckers like, man, you stupid motherfucker. Yeah, you was a dumb motherfucker. Look at this motherfucker. Man, you was a dumb motherfucker. Yo, listen, bro, it is what it is, man. Hey, man. Definite. Yo, that's the word right there. Fumble. Badly. Bro. I could bring a fighter who was there when that shit happened, and he is justified 100%. And my father was there too. My dad can tell you about it. He bring it up to me sometimes. I'll be mad as a motherfucker, especially when I be seeing this girl walk down those fucking stages now. She be moving her hips side to side and shit. Bitch got them. Man, she done glowed up since then too. She look a lot better now than what she did before. When a bitch start getting a little bit of money, they start looking different too. Shit. What you talking about? You know what I mean? Them bitches start glowing a little bit different when they got their own bag, right? Shit. But yeah, man, I fucked that shit up badly, bro. One of my most embarrassing stories. And I got stories. Yo, listen. All you gotta do is look up Pivot Boxing. We well known. You know what I'm saying? We got our own gym in Philadelphia. We got one of the best gyms in Philadelphia. A lot of these bitches that y'all be looking at, like these female boxing bitches and these female reporters, these promoters' girlfriends and all that shit. Listen, nigga. They easy work. Trust me. They easy work. Nigga, every time I see the bitch, I think about it. I'm like, fuck! Be mad than a motherfucker. God damn. I'm telling you, these bitches be easy work, bro. You gotta understand, these girls, sex drives be through the roof because they be like bona fide athletes. You know what I'm saying? They be ready to go on some real shit, bro. I be seeing this bitch, bro. I seen her on the boat with the bathing suit on, ass all out, looking nice. I'm like, God damn it. That shit make me want to hold my motherfucking head, bro. Oh my God. Look, nigga, it's too late, man. She probably ain't even gonna remember me, nigga. I ain't even have a beard when she saw me, bro. She probably be like, nigga, who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? She done probably talked she done talked to so many niggas since then. She don't fucking remember me. Ain't no way she remember me. Ain't no fucking way, bro. She done, man, that shit was years ago, nigga. I was probably like, I had to be like 4 or 5 years ago, bro. Had to be. I was like 20, 21. Bro, I fucked that up badly, bro. Baumgardner definitely one of the nicest. Definitely one of the nicest. The UFC got some little pretty bitches too. Them little Brazilian bitches, they be alright. Yo, the softball wildin'. No protection whatsoever. This nigga wildin'. Man, listen. Shit. Alycia won't be fighting right now. She be fucking with me. Tell you that shit right now. Who's your favorite fighter from Philly? I rate Matthew, Saad, Muhammad. Yeah, definitely. Favorite Philly fighter of all time? Blair Cobbs. I'm lying like shit. You thought, nigga. Get the fuck up out of here. Nah, nah, bro. I'm gonna say Jaron Ennis though. Jaron Ennis definitely, and that's been since he was like 8-0, bro. I've known Boots since the amateurs, but I'm saying like when he settled in as a pro, he was like 8-0 fighting at the Sugar House Casino and all that, bro. I knew he was my favorite fighter then. He one of my favorite fighters, period. But like favorite Philly fighter all time is definitely Jaron Ennis. Shouts out to Cecilia Breakers. If you know, you know. Baddest boxer out. Let me catch her out. Shit. I haven't seen her in a minute. Layla Ali was all right too, though. Layla Ali was all right. Southpaw like bitches that look like Ann Wolf, though. That's Southpaw tight. He like bitches that look like Ann Wolf, rough, rugged bitches that'll choke a nigga. Nah, bro. Southpaw the truth, man. He said I want to let her out the crib. Oh, yeah, she gonna be a homebody fucking with me. You ain't about to be out here. Uh-huh. Fuck that. Say your little funky ass in the crib. Bitch, I get a heavy bag. Just chill in the fucking garage, bitch. Nah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Bro, I forgot what the fuck I was even talking about. But regardless, bro, y'all niggas be letting Canelo slide. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let Dillian White slide the first time. They don't let Gerald Miller back in boxing and all that shit, man. Listen. Wait, let this information come out, man. Let everything come to the light. And then we do what we gotta do right now. This nigga said I'm a handcuffer to the fridge. That's fucking wild. Nigga on some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Shit. That's funny as fuck. Yeah. Alycia got us distracted. We should be coming at this damn woman. You fucking cheater. That's how you know we some fucking soft ass niggas, man. Man, we be some horny motherfuckers, bro. We be forgetting the bitch a damn cheater. This bitch done damn broke the code in boxing. She done broke the biggest code in boxing. And don't nobody give a fuck if she look good. Ain't that some shit? Did she mention looks on me? Nah, bro, but like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really need that shit to understand what's going on. I don't need to get a compliment from a woman to know if she with the shits or not. You know what I'm saying? She was definitely with it. I'm gonna tell you, if a girl asks you what you doing after this and after that, bro, that's cause she trying to get into something. Now, exactly what it is, that remains to be seen. You know what I'm saying? But if she asking you that, she genuinely want to know what's going on because she interested in busting a move with you. You know what I mean? Especially if she don't know you. If she don't know you, like if y'all cool, like if y'all friends or whatever, maybe she just trying to link up, chill, or maybe she trying to come up with an idea in her head. But if a girl don't know you on a personal level, first time ever seeing you, and they ask you what you doing after the club, bro, or after the fights or whatever, nigga, look, she fishing. That's just what it is. Violent threats, all that. This nigga wildin', bro. Southpaw fucking wildin'. Jesus Ramos versus Erickson Lubin? I got Jesus, bro. Jesus, that's a hell of a fucking fight, bro. Jesus Ramos versus Lubin, that is an amazing fight, bro. Jesus been putting on statements too, bro. He did Joey Spencer so dirty. I don't even know how the fuck they let that happen, bro. Eddie Hearn or Reynoso, who has more roided up fighters? They about tied. Shit. Eddie might be a little bit ahead of Reynoso for real. I think they probably tied. Them niggas be giving out juice. Niggas be giving out juice like the lunch lady. Canelo and Devin Haney and Fury biggest ducks in boxing. Woo-wee. If she laugh at everything you say or smile when she speak, especially if she don't know you. Yeah, bro. That should be right in front of your face. You just gotta be aware. You gotta pay attention to what's going on. You gotta pay attention to the body language and all. Now I done fucked that whole situation up, but I'll tell you what, that shit ain't gonna slide past me again. Let her ask me now what I'm doing. Let her ask me what I'm doing. Let me catch her at one of these fight events and she asks me what I'm doing. Shit. Bitch, you wanna find out? Fuck you talking about? Nah, I said it was like 5 years ago. I'm like 25, so I had to be like 19, 20 when it happened. I had to be like 19, 20 when it happened. This nigga crazy. Yo, Southpaw really different, bro. This nigga said I was going raw in Philly in abandoned buildings. Southpaw savage, bro. I'm trying to tell you, that boy cut from a different cloth, bro. That boy cut from a different cloth. That boy bugging. Philly females going for real. That's a fact. That's a fact. Philly females be with the shit. Now, I don't even know how we got talking about this shit. This one fucking dude was up here talking about, how did we talk? We were just talking about her cheating. Why are you talking about how good she looks? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, this nigga right here. We were talking about her situation. Now we're talking how bad she is. We niggas, bro. Fuck, we supposed to ignore her? What fuck we supposed to do? How could you guys be talking about how good she looks and thrusting in her? She's a cheater. How could you say how? How could you say, nigga, shut your ass up? Get the hell out of here. You know I give a fuck about that shit, bro. Keep that shit a buck. Bro, I just know if Alycia was a nigga right now, she be getting cooked in this motherfucking video, bro. I'm trying to tell you, boy, she'd have been assed out. Oh my god, nigga. Her name was Alex Baumgardner. She be assed the fuck out. That's all I know. Shit. This nigga tripping. How dare you? How dare you talk about her looks? She violated boxing. You guys hate Canelo. You guys hate Canelo. He cheated. She cheated too. Fucking clown. Shut your ass up. Nobody trying to hear that. Niggas tripping. Shit. Bro, niggas be burning me out, bro. It's like, and I want to be mad at the bitch, but it's like, can I really? Listen, baby, just don't do that again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just don't do it again. Nobody give a fuck, bro. Nigga said I usually cook drug cheese like Canelo and White. But Baumgardner looked too good. She my type. Don't nobody give a fuck, bro. Yo, you know what, bro? That's what it is, bro. Because when I first read this shit, I was mad at her. I was like, man, this fucking bitch. How the fuck? Man, I thought about it a little bit. I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck. That bitch ain't punching me. Shit. Fuck. She ain't rumbling me on that type shit, man. Amanda Serrano and them bitches better be worried about that shit, not me. Shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This nigga said, I'm Mexican. I used to be a Canelo fan. I've noticed the facts. Wait. What? Damn, my nigga, you all over the place, bro. You said he's bum. I get hated for saying Jermell, David Benavidez, and Bobu would destroy him. They ready to beat your ass at your crib. I already know. You be getting them other Mexican people in your crib mad, bro. Probably be calling you a sellout and all. Yeah, bro. That's exactly what I tell Baumgardner. I'm like, yo, listen, baby. Just don't do it again. I mean, if you're going to do something, just let me know. Yeah. I ain't going to read that, but I think Alycia got that ready whip. You know what I'm saying? That shit snapped like a turtle. Nigga said Alycia got that motherfucking gorilla grip. Yo. This nigga tripping. I think Alycia got that ready whip, though. That shit just snapped like, ah! Alright, bro. Alycia shit grip like this. Oh my god. What the fuck, bro? Nigga said crazy glue. Bro, bro, y'all niggas is seeing the real me right now. This shit kind of crazy. I was trying to keep this shit boxing, but niggas wilding. Yeah, niggas is trying to keep that shit boxing. I be trying to keep this shit boxing with y'all niggas, man. That shit be feeling like I'm at the barbershop or some shit. Yeah. Listen. Alycia got that. All them damn muscles she got up top, she better have something down there. She better have that muscle working down there. Fuck she talking about? This bitch neck muscles look like fucking soft. You know them big ass softballs you get at fucking Models or some shit. This nigga, bro. This nigga put the prayer hands too. Super strong. Super strong power slams all in there. I think she gonna be found innocent though. Hey, man, yo, listen. If Alycia hit me up, I'll make all that shit go away. Nobody gonna find that motherfucking B set. I'll tell you that shit. Yo, Alycia, if you hit me up right now, that B set will be gone, baby. Just hit my phone. Fuck you talking about? Nigga, ain't nobody gonna find that motherfucking B set. Well, nigga, go ahead. You wanna see how powerful of a man I am, baby? Why don't you just hit my phone and see if we could rearrange something? Yeah, you putting the prayer hands, bro. This nigga be wildin', bro. Someone need help. Listen. No, I don't smoke or drink. That bitch needs some urine. She just hit me up. Fuck. What she talking about? Shit. I'll get that bitch my urine. Go ahead. Do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Powerful. This nigga said powerful slams. Like, this nigga crazy as shit. Yeah. But I don't even know if I spoke about all my topics, bro. God damn. Bro, listen. That's one of my, bro, I'm gonna tell you. I keep it real with y'all because y'all supporting me. You know what I'm saying? There's 14 people in the building. It is what it is, bro. He said, I can't believe you fumble as cool as all sight Mizzou and shit. Oh, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Most like, I don't know, bro. I think ever since she signed with Eddie Hearn and shit, she been like real. You know what I mean? She fight, she do a main event, she making a couple dollars, so she probably don't feel the need to come over here no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she would do that. But I think Tony Harrison probably like one more loss away from fighting at the motherfucking arena, so she might be over there. Shit. Jermell Charlo said he's not impressed with Crawford. Believes he hit Spence with numerous illegal shots. Well, you gotta understand, Jermell not gonna give Bud credit because for one, they was talking shit back and forth to each other prior to the Earl Spence fight, and then two, that's a possible opponent. You know what I'm saying? So he obviously got bad blood with this dude. He saw that he beat Earl Spence and he looking for some type of get back because that's his brother. You know what I mean? And regarding the numerous illegal shots, I didn't see him, bro. I may have to go check that out and really look for that because there wasn't any particular time. And like I said, I usually notice it. You know what I mean? I usually notice the behind the head shots. I didn't really see any that really caught my eye at all. You know what I mean? So I don't know exactly what Jermell was talking about. Maybe there might have been some shots that Earl turned his head over and hit him behind the head, or maybe Crawford threw the hook too wide and it wrapped around his head. I don't know. But I'm telling you personally, I didn't see that. I don't think Alycia making M's yet. I could be wrong. I don't think she making M's neither, but she definitely getting some nice checks though. She posted a joint up with Eddie Hearn the other day talking about earn with Hearn. So obviously she content with the bag that she getting. Yeah, I wouldn't say she making M's. She not making M's. I don't think female boxers. I know Amanda Serrano touching M's, fucking with Jake Paul. She touching M's. She a millionaire. I know Clarissa. She probably getting around that amount. But Alycia, nah, I don't think Alycia probably hit. She got to be like in the low six figures if I had to guess, or high five figures, low six figures. If I had to guess, I don't know. She probably making like 250,000. I want to know how much she made against Michaela Mayer. I wonder how much she made. I don't know though. She got to be made. She ain't make a 6-figure. That's kind of disrespectful. Especially since she undisputed champ now. Well, for now, shit. Man, them sanctioning body niggas probably gonna feel bad and let her keep her motherfucking belts. Shit. I think Jermell got a real chance. Of course he do. Canelo wasn't too impressive in his last fight. Bro, Canelo's been on the decline since he lost to Biffle, bro. His Triple G fight wasn't impressive at all. His John Ryder fight wasn't impressive at all. But apparently Canelo's saying that he know the reason why and that it's gonna be different this fight. So we'll see. But in all honesty, he just look like he on a decline. He's an old 32. He's been boxing for over about to be close to 18 years. A lot of wear and tear. He got over 60 fights, man. Okay. What causes the biggest difference between levels of UK fighters and American fighters in your opinion? I think one of the factors is our environmental conditions. In all honesty, and ain't no disrespect to UK guys, but like people in the US, we definitely come up from like real impoverished conditions. I just think that growing up in impoverished neighborhoods is bring out a different type of dog in you. It makes you face certain circumstances. And I don't know exactly how it is in the UK. I'm just telling you about the US because I'm from here. I'm from the most impoverished neighborhood in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? So with that being considered, it's like you get a different type of mean streak to you. When you're back against the wall, you really gotta fight out here to earn your respect. Like I tell you off the rip, when I was a kid, I used to get bullied because I was a fat kid. You know what I'm saying? And it was a consistent thing at the school. Like if they feel like they see a chink in your armor, they're gonna try to exploit it every opportunity you can. So I had to fight to, you know what I'm saying? Give my respect amongst my peers. Like I said, I don't know if they go through like that in the UK, but I'm just speaking on the US experience. It's definitely rough over here. And another thing may be the coaching. In all honesty, like I said, no disrespect to the UK guys, but I can only name like a handful of like UK coaches that really stand out to me. You know what I'm saying? But in the US, I think we have the best trainers in the world. Whether we can name the best. If you name the best trainers in boxing right now, if you want to give it to Bomac, that's US. If you want to go to Ronnie Shields, that's US. If you want to go to Buddy McGurk, that's US. Bozy Ennis, US. Um, and I hear people say it all the time because we had people even come to our gym from Nigeria. We had people come from the UK at one particular time. They say that the training is different over here. They say that the training is a lot harder over here. The style is harder to pick up, and it pushes your mental even more. Like I've heard everything under the sun. And a lot of things they say is that things are a lot more difficult over here in terms of like the training aspect and the discipline that you need to survive in one of these Philly boxing gyms. So I think it really comes down to like your environmental conditions, like how you was brought up, your circumstances, and the teachers that's available to you. I just think that it's different. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's just personally what I think. But I mean, everybody may have different reasons, but that's just what comes off top right now. He said, "Yeah, quality of coaches and teachers for me. Yeah, I think that's what stand out the most. In all honesty." Same over here in Brooklyn. Yeah, my pop from Brooklyn. Yeah, my pop is from Coney Island. Yeah. A lot of people discredit Bomac because of his size, but Mazuma, I don't know if you saw the Bud. When Bud was sitting down between rounds, Bomac caught every shot, including the jab, and he actually set up the stoppage. Yeah, I saw that, bro. Yeah, I think that they discredit Bomac because of like his size, because he don't fit the description of a boxing trainer. You know what I'm saying? But I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You could be an 800-pound man. You could be a 120-pound man. You could be a midget. You could be somebody who, you know what I'm saying? You could be whatever you want to be. If you know boxing and you teaching it well and you giving the proper instructions, you a boxing coach to me, and I'm always giving you credit. Bomac, one of the best coaches in the world, man. Along with his team. Because they said Bud got over 5 coaches, so that's 5 different people you learning from. They give you that's 5 different looks and 5 different ways to sharpen up. So Bomac and the squad, man, shout out to them. They got one of the best teams in the world. For sure. Only UK fighter I like was Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis is my favorite heavyweight of all time. I think he is the heavyweight GOAT. I think he up there too, bro. Yeah. I'm glad that you mentioned that. Lennox Lewis is top 3 greatest heavyweights of all time, in my opinion. Well, top 5. I got Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, Larry Holmes. Shit. I said top 5. I got Muhammad Ali. Well, we don't gotta explain Muhammad Ali. Joe Louis, he had the longest title reign in heavyweight history. Lennox Lewis, I think he got one of the best resumes, if not the best resume out of the heavyweights. We got Larry Holmes, a severely underrated fighter with a great resume, title defenses and all. And then number 5, you could probably get at the Evander Holyfield. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely, hands down, Holyfield is the greatest cruiserweight of all time. But what he did in the heavyweight rankings was amazing as well. Shit, you can even throw Mike in the mix because he was the youngest heavyweight champion ever. Jake Johnson because he was the first black heavyweight champion ever. You know what I mean? You can put people there for different reasons, but I think Lennox Lewis is a top 3 to top 5 greatest heavyweight ever. Brooklyn loves Philly Mazuma. We respect each other. Yeah. We be having people come from Brooklyn all the time to come get work and shit like that. Yeah, for sure. I got love for Brooklyn because that helped raise my Brooklyn raised my father. And without my father, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be who I am without my father. So I'm grateful for the city that he came from. That shit helped him. That shaped him into the man that I grew up admiring. You know what I mean? So shout out to Brooklyn. Would you consider Bud top 10 all time, or do you think he needs a little more time? Bro, that's all opinionated, bro. Would he be in my top 10? I don't think I would put him there. He possibly be in the top 20. He is, but he got a strong case to be in anybody's top 10 all the time just because he achieved something that nobody has achieved yet in the 4-belt era. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Favorite fighter at 135? Okay, so we got Shakur, Tank, Raymond. I like Raymond Mortataia, bro. Frank Martin. There's a lot of guys I like at 135. I fuck with Shakur. I fuck with Tank. I fuck with Mortataia. I don't really fuck with Keyshawn like that or Devin. But it's hard to say, bro. There's a lot of great fighters. Frank Martin. I like Frank Martin a lot too. I'm gonna go with Raymond Mortataia. I be seeing Edwin De Los Santos calls out Shakur. Is he ranked in the WBC? Because I think that Shakur is on that WBC route, and I think they're just gonna go down the rankings until somebody accepts the fight. But from what I heard I heard that Frank Martin and Shakur could be possibly negotiating for a fight in November. Jordan Sheriff back at it. He says, I think Styles in the U.S. got a deeper history too, and based on some of the all-time greats, UK Styles more influenced. And based on some of the all-time greats, UK Styles more influenced by European style boxing. Yeah, Yeah, I see what you're saying. You definitely know what you're talking about, bro. For sure. Yeah. The U.S. definitely got a deeper history, man. Like I said, when you look at the greatest fighters of all time, a lot of them usually come from the United States. And some of the greatest coaches of all time come from the United States. Um, yeah, for sure. And then when you peep, a lot of these guys a lot of the all-time great fighters from the UK usually come to the US to expand their game. Lennox Lewis did it. He was training with Emmanuel Stewart. Tyson Fury did it. He's with Sugar Hill Stewart. Anthony Joshua is currently in the U.S. now, training with Derrick James. Amir Khan came down here to train with Freddie Roach. The list goes on, bro. To take it to the next level, bro, you gotta get top notch trainers. How you gonna do that? You gotta come to the U.S. You want the best trainers, bro. You want to have the best. We got a lot. Don't get it fucked up though. There's a lot of bum ass coaches around here. I'll tell you that shit off the rip, but the best trainers are in the United States, hands down, bro. Hands down. But bro, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I am fucking exhausted. I need to go take this shower and head to bed, man. I just got home around like 10:30, 10:40 something. It's time to fall back and get ready for work in the morning, man. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys coming in. This was a funny ass live. And it was lit, bro. And I appreciate you guys staying on while I was having my little technical difficulties, man. So I appreciate you guys. Much love to y'all. I'll be back live tomorrow for sure. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to come in a little bit earlier. But much love to y'all, man. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. This is Mazuma TV. Shout out to Mazuma Nation and the Mazuma Mob. I'm out of here. Peace, y'all. Thank you.